So I worked on the blade. You can see where I kind of cleaned up damage right there and somewhat right there. Does seem to have a better edge. Let's test it out. Well, we'll test it out here. This is where I had a tree fall down. And then I got all these little stragglers trying to grow back up. Now it's not really what I want. I need to clean this up anyway. So let's see how well it cuts. That went well. Well too. Very sharp. I believe it's sharper than it was when I first got it. Go. And I always like to repurpose stuff. I think I might make this maybe kind of a walking stick. About right there is where I'd want it. So kind of a makeshift walking stick here. Might actually work better this direction. Not as straight as I'd like it, but not bad. So you can tell this machete's got way too much bend into it. That's the only bad thing about it. And my aim. There we go. If my aim was better, everything else would be better. Throwing this out, I'm going to carry this out to the habitat pile. And I keep adding to that every time I chop stuff down. Provide more cover. Well, this is not going to become a tree, so I kind of need to get rid of it. But not bad, but you see how it takes a lot of roll damage. So I'm going to walk out in the woods, I'm going to retrieve that piece of wood, so I'll be leaving this up here. And I can just take my walking stick with me, up over here, take my walking stick with me. First, let's take it out to the habitat pile here. Do is, I still have the knife with me. I want to chop anything down. I don't think I will though. Alrighty, I'm out here in the woods. I even got me a glove. I'm going after that one 2x6. I'm going to grab it first and bring it up here by where I exit the woods. And then I'll go into the woods further. Kind of a nice rock. I tend to pick up decent sized rocks on my little trips and then bring them to the pond. And it helps with the habitat there. After enough years, dropping them off in the same area, I will get a rocky ledge. And that provides habitat for different types of aquatic wildlife, salamanders, insects. Fish will like to lay eggs there. So I figured I'd come around here and get that board before I forget about it. And there it is. All we gotta do is saw maybe the 4 inches off of it, and I'll have a perfectly good shelf. So I'm gonna bring this up closer. And I want to go back into the woods. I'll probably come in a different way this time. Oh, look, tracks. Some sort of tennis shoe. Oh yeah, it's me. So it's gotten considerably warmer since I first started out. About 51 degrees. I was first thinking about heading outside. I guarantee you, it's warmer than that. So there's the rock. I'll put that there. Now let's pop into the woods here. Come in at a different angle. I got my Bluetooth in my pocket. Seems like that worked out really well. I resharpened the machete and I tested it out. That should be in the beginning part of this video. But I can tell the blade's too thin. So I'll probably make my own machete this year. You know, sometimes you just, if you don't like what's out there, make your own. So I think they went for making it look cool over making it usable. So not really a trail here, but an area of, look at that, nice and straight. I was thinking about even making an ornate walking stick. This would probably be the perfect one. Nice and straight. And I can shred it down and kind of carve it up. So I will come back for that one. So what I'll do is I'll make a mark there, and on this side of it, and that's the one I actually want. That's not a bad one either. And I actually might even just bring a tool made for chopping this down, so I might just bring my saw. Probably one of my walks here next week. So what I want to do is maybe kind of make the path a little bit more clear, a little more obvious. So it'll be more inviting to come down this direction. There we go. Wonder how dead that is. Yep, I thought so. Yeah. Put a little trail marker here. Little trail marker here. Perfect. So then I know I'm heading in the right direction. This is what a lot of Native Americans did, is they had ways of marking the trail so you knew you were going the right way. There it is. Blade back in. We're all set. I hope you find it next time I head this way. And here's where I kind of mean where you get more mileage than what the straight line distance is. Because you keep picking different directions to go. There's all that bark I was telling you about. Virginia Bushman. Lots of bark there. Tons of it. If you wanted to make a shelter, you know, there's it already started. We had a big tarp and some stakes. Well, there you go. Now, I probably wouldn't set it up on a really windy, stormy day, because sometime it will come all the way down. But if you look at it, this would be like a perfect bedding area. Throw the tarp over and just kind of clean up the area there and fill it full of leaves, and it'd be all set. So it's, you know, basically pretty easy to set a tarp. And if you don't want to do that, you can actually trim the branches on like that tree and this tree, and then I could bend them towards each other and I could tie them together, and that would make a basis for setting a tarp over it. Or you can get an area where, you know, I could even bring that tree into it, and possibly that one. So you can kind of look around and see, all right, what would be a good area to set up a shelter. And what I might do is, for some next videos and that, I might bring me some rope and we'll do exactly that. We'll start making a makeshift shelter. Maybe not right there, but at a good likely spot. Only because you got a lot of these small trees right next to each other. Now, with the big trees, what you would have to do is you could utilize the wood that's on the ground and chop it up, and then you could tie it across, and that would work also. So many opportunities here. And it would make it a pretty cool, if I could make some sort of natural bivouac area I could walk down to and sit and relax at. Kind of like that idea. But a nice fun project to do while I'm walking back in the woods. And you just gotta figure out exactly where you'd want to set it up. But some paracord is basically the way to go. And like right here, we got a broke off branch that I could tear off the rest of the way, and I can tie it between this tree and that tree. And then I could just start leaning pieces of wood like that on each side and make it a lean-to. And it would provide some protection. So there's so many opportunities here. You gotta use your imagination. And the rough building materials are there. It's like Virginia bushcrafter, uses the bark to make the roof. Bark and moss works really well that way. And I've been moving kind of slow. I've been talking. I haven't been making a lot of noise. There's the road apples. So it wouldn't surprise me if I spook up some deer here. If you want to get close to them, you just kind of walk out here like you belong out here. Not being in any hurry. Not using a regular gate. Kind of breaking it up. I haven't stepped on every branch in the ground this time. I've been doing a much better job this time. So yesterday we had oh, I forgot to start that too. I was going to do that again today. Oh, so I should write notes. I was going to start another live stream. Just haven't. Kind of looking out on the wildlife. I may still do that. I did get out in the woods earlier today. Yeah, you can see their bed in there. And you can tell this is not a public land because there's minimum trash. Very minimal. Which is a good thing. There's a nice big healthy tree. And there's one right next to it. That would be a good one to do a lean-to. It helps when you have someone else with you. However, get Mrs. Scottish Fitness interested in going on one of these hikes with me, we could do something like that. A little more breezier today, although since I found the solution with my pocket Bluetooth. I think this is a tree that tripped me up last year. I tried to Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack fell over the log. So sometimes you have to walk around. Gotta take a detour. Just look how beautiful it is here. Now, I guess this is why I work hard. So I can enjoy days like this. I think this alone will help me live longer. I do have a place to kind of take all that stress away. Mud Creek. Same creek we see up on my walk. And it's more clear than usual because it hasn't rained for a while. There's some feeder creeks in there. rains, it's kind of your natural drainage flow. And maybe I'll go sit next to the tripping tree. Sit down and relax. I got the one that caught me. Either that or that piece that caught me last time I tried to jump over this. We got the road apples here. So these are seeds. There's a little seed inside of here. I think the deer might eat this stuff. I'm not sure. Used to be able to do this about 2 or 3 times. Then they kind of get away from me. Yeah. Start throwing them away. Ta-da! 2 or 3, 4 passes is about all I can do. And for some reason, they walk away. But hand-eye coordination exercises are good to do, especially when you get older. It helps keep your brain sharp. While I was doing those at the gym, I discovered a piece of PVC and I said, you know, that'd be good to add to the workout. So it's not for strength training, but it will help with my hand-eye coordination. Had a nice 2-hour live stream yesterday. I appreciate everybody that popped in on that. Did really well so far. The funny part there is right at the end, we had our professional troll show up. And I was just thinking how funny it is that it's important enough for him to be a troll on my channel. I feel so special. Yeah, he'll pay money. So the first time he gave me a $5 super chat. He only gave me a $2 one this time. But I mean, isn't that kind of funny that you're so in need to be that way that it's important enough on someone's channel to send them a super chat? You know, money. Like I said, he called me everything but late for dinner. I don't care. When I was thinking about that, just how bad is your life? If that's what you find important, I don't understand it. Well, what can I say? This is my life. Out here, enjoy the great outdoors. Lift weights to keep myself healthy, keep my bones strong, keep my heart strong, keep my weight down. Yeah, I don't mind the way I look. A lot of years to know that. So I'm definitely going to continue that until I'm no longer able to. By then it'll be time to check out. Today I'll probably do some squats and other leg exercises just to freak everybody out. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be cooler and rainy. So I think that's the day I'm going to shoot down to see my buddy Vince down at Shorewood Fitness. Do a dedicated chest day. Maybe some triceps. And then Saturday I'm working, but I'm not working 8, I'm only working 6. And Sunday we have a funeral to go to. Which is sad. You know, a friend of my wife's husband passed away, 58 years old. I think that's young. But it happens. I don't know the details of it.
But we're going to go pay our respects. We're going to be in Joliet. I'm sure we'll find something good lying in there. So basically all we'll have to do is go back and pick up that piece of wood and head back up the hacienda. I did get a little bit of an earlier start today, which is good. On the political scene, protests are getting so out of hand in Washington, D.C. that they had to put it on lockdown. Well, you guys, let them come in. Let them come into the country. Now you don't know what to do. Seems like your agenda kind of has fallen flat on deaf ears too. And a young lady on my Facebook, she put up the I support Palestine flag. I did comment on it. Obviously she's not fully knowledgeable on what's going on there. As far as I'm not putting up an I support Israel flag either, but I support America. But a lot of the people still don't understand what happened on October 7th. And if I ever meet her in person, and if she brings the subject up, I'll cover it with her, but it's not important enough to start that on Facebook. I did it once before. It ends up being a shitstorm. So I'm going to bypass that. She's putting up just because she thinks that's the popular thing to do, and she's just kind of uneducated on everything that's going on there. Those people have been at it for 2,000 years. They're going to continue to be at it. You know, unfortunately, once again, it's the civilians that bear the brunt of it. Otherwise, trying to keep America peaceful here. Folks, we keep voting for people that keep our border wide open. It's not going to happen. I don't know how many signs you need. Reminds me of that movie with Steve Martin. When he's talking to his wife's grave, you know, just give me a sign if I shouldn't marry this girl. You know, earthquakes, wind, lightning storms, anything, any sort of sign. We've got plenty of signs that the border is an issue. It was an issue, it never should happen. You really got to see how bad it's going to get. You don't have to just look at DC, you look at Europe. The United Kingdom has been invaded. And I think they just now realize it. But they invited them in. Oh, we have to help the refugees, we have to help the immigrants. Yeah, they weren't coming in there for help. They're coming in there to take all of them. They found, hey, we can just walk in. Damn, this is easy. These Europeans are dumber than shit. And we're doing the same thing here. And you got the college kids, oh, they're people of color. No, it's not. Well, people coming across the border now are not from Mexico. You know, Syria, Iran, China. I don't remember the land connection being from China and the Middle East to South America. I don't remember that land bridge. And they're coming over in the millions. You all got to wake the hell up. You know, it'd be a while for it to come out here. But they're coming to a big town near you, if they're not already there. And they block your streets because they're kneeling down in prayer, even though they have synagogues to do that shit in. You know, maybe then you'll wake up. I doubt it, but maybe. There's always hope. Maybe that'll be your wake up call. Until then, let's go back up and get that plank. And so let's take a different way back. And, you know, first I need to scan ahead for a likely trail. If you can't see the ground
through the trees 50 meters ahead of you, it's probably not a trail. So we're probably not going to go that direction. First of all, well, maybe we will. There's the hill involved. This can be my stair exercise. Don't do it, John. Too late, man. Too late. I'm going. Oh, yeah. We'll be humping now. Look at all those road apples over there. Yeah. He thinks there's a few moles back here. I see signs. A lot of times you don't have to see the animals. You can just see the signs. So if you get lost in the woods, you can follow drainages downstream. It will take you to a bigger stream. Bigger stream will take you to a river. And a river will take you to the road. You follow it up, it's just going to take you to higher elevation. Now when you're down really low like I am, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But I know these woods. If I didn't know these woods, that's the direction I would be going. Eventually that would take me to Mud Creek. And whether I go to the north or I go to the south, Mud Creek will take me to a road. And smaller roads will take you to bigger roads. Alrighty. Yep. I asked for it. Didn't I? So you can tell here's kind of a trail. So I can be sneaky and kind of use my brain and follow the animal trail for a little bit. Now it'll take me the wrong direction, but now I head back up and hey look, another deer stand. This one actually might be one of my old ones. Yeah, it's usable, but you can see why you want to strap yourself in the stand. So if you fall asleep, that's a rough awakening. Not only is it rough, but it's rude. Now it gives him a kill shot here, maybe there. But it's not a very good position. It's a good scouting position, but unless that deer comes right here, which there is a trail there, it gives him, and he's not looking at that trail, that is the only real shot he gets, because even a little branch like that will deflect an arrow. Trust me on that one. I've had it done. So here I'm just following the water drainage up because I know what's up ahead. Now it's kicking that way, which I could still take, but this is where I want to go. Ugh. And this makes for some climbing. In the summer, I'd be knocking webs down and all that other fun stuff. That's why the fall is really the most enjoyable time to go for a walk. Like here's another 2x6. It's in rougher shape. So I'll pass on that one. That's a good one. That's a good board. That one's kind of too small. Now they took some stuff out of here. We had some other mowers in there that they pulled out. Not that they were usable. There's a ladder. The ladder's usable. And that'd probably be used for a deer stand. Mower, I don't think it's going to start. Part of a disc setup. Gas can. Might be good, who knows. But the wood, this piece of wood is good. For either a brace or a shelf. I'll take this one with me too. No one else is using it. More mole tracks. And here's where we come out. I kicked up pheasants out of here years past. So this one here, we kind of a standalone video. I found it's probably easier to do it this way. What I was doing was I was doing them in segments and then joining the segments, but it taxes the camera's memory. It makes it a little bit difficult. Oh, there's a nice rock. How am I going to do this? Just make a pile when I get there. I try to multi-purpose most of my walks. You can't do that with having lots of deer tracks out here. Can't do it with everything, but the few items I can, I do. And what I'll do is I'll just keep putting the rocks in the same area, and then one of my walks I'll come out with a bucket. Then I can put them in a bucket. Today the goal is to bring the wood back. Although I wasn't expecting to bring 2 pieces of wood back. But I do have them closer to the house, so that's a win anyhow. And it gives me an excuse to come back out. Not that I need one. And this is good exercise. It's helped me stay lean. Keeps the heart rate up. Keeps the circulatory system healthy, along with all the other supplements I'm taking. So it's a win-win, as they call it. And it's a wonderful way to spend about 45 minutes to an hour outside. You know, instead of sitting in front of the boob tube watching the insanity happening in the world, or playing a video game. And there's times where video games are fun. Not when the weather's like today, though. When the weather's nice, I'm outside. So here we are with the other board. Still got a nail in it, didn't know that. So I got about 2 equal sized boards. Even brought gloves. Got the rocks. There, I can leave those there. I don't think they're gonna turn the soil here. Hopefully not. Generally, they don't have to when they do soybeans. They can plant right over it. So it's been a wonderful walk. Appreciate everybody that joins me on these things. Remember, rest, nutrition, exercise, walks. Enjoy life. Everybody have a wonderful week.